Hi, I'm Andrew Gothelf with the AppExchange marketing team. Welcome to App Talks. App Talks is a series of conversations with Salesforce customers about how business apps from the AppExchange help improve business outcomes. Today I'm joined by Tom Lazenga, Vice President of Financial Services at TNS, and we're here to talk about Expedite Commerce CPQ. Tom, welcome to App Talks. Thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
So to start, can you give the audience a sense of what exactly TNS is?
Yeah, so TNS is a large multinational firm that provides mission-critical infrastructure to financial services industry. So, we're supporting all the tier one financial institutions with their capital markets transactions, brokerage trades, market data, things like that. We also provide mission-critical infrastructure for the payments industry that supports credit card transactions and things of that nature. And then we have a third division supporting wholesale telco. We provide a variety of services to the large tier one telecommunications companies.
Yeah, so a huge global company. What does it mean you're the Vice President of Financial Services at TNS?
Yeah, so I manage the U.S. sales team, and then I also manage global sales operations. So, ensuring that processes are succinct, efficient, everyone's happy, the handoff from sales to the internal organizations is correct, and, making sure that we generate sales, keep customers happy.
Yeah, important job.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the story in two parts. We're going to talk about ordering and billing. To start, we'll talk about ordering. And in order to get to the point where we're talking about Expedite Commerce, I think it's important to go back a little bit and talk about how things were before. So can you give me a sense of what your technology stack looked like before Expedite Commerce and some of the challenges it was creating?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I think about before Expedite, we had Microsoft Dynamics CRM, and we had Microsoft Word manual order forms, if you want to call that a system. It was the system had been in place for a long time. Sales didn't like it. It was very difficult to use. It had no tie-in to any other internal systems. It was very difficult for them to for us to sort of get any valuable information out of our CRM tool. These manual Microsoft Word documents were, difficult to track. They had everyone had their own formats. You had orders being. I had no concept of how many orders were out with customers, what was on those orders, the legal language that was included. There were no standards. It was very difficult for us to sort of have any insight or intelligence into what was going on.
So you had lack of visibility, manual inputs, unstandardized documents. How is that impacting sales reps and TNS team as well as the TNS customers?
Yeah, so I think sales was slowed down by, unable to be able to get orders out the door quickly. It was something that they'd have to manually put together these documents. They'd have to put in the legal language. They'd have to put in all of the order line items and things like that. Nothing was standard. Once an order was closed, it would be something that they'd have to send to our internal service delivery teams manually. Again, hopefully they remember that sort of thing. Our customers aren't seeing things the same every time. They might get it even to the same customer. The order form might look different. Different sales reps use different order forms globally. It was causing, it can cause some confusion in terms of it doesn't have a standard look and feel that didn't kind of give it that, a good, standard feel.
I can see that this is something that you needed to fix. I can understand that. So what was the process like for going about trying to, tackle all these challenges?
We started with evaluating our CRM tool. That's kind of how this all got started. Was everyone had agreed Microsoft Dynamics was not a good tool to use. It was slowing us down. It didn't have good. It didn't have a mobile concept. All the sales reps want to be able to get stuff on their phone and be able to put in their opportunities and manage everything that way. And then we had brought Salesforce in to tell us about the CRM tool and sort of what it could do and things like that. And we also had Expedite come in separately as we were evaluating a variety of vendors to sort of look at our CPQ system. This wasn't something that was I felt like we were going to be solving initially. When I had my first conversation with you guys, it was all based around solving our CRM platform. But after having a couple conversations with Expedite and evaluating the landscape of other providers with CPQ systems, we really felt that there were a lot of pros and cons to all the other providers, but it was the Expedite Commerce really checked all the boxes. It was the type of thing that everything we were looking for, we were able to get done, and we ended up going with both of you guys for our solution.
Yeah. What was the vision maybe that Expedite Commerce painted for TNS that made you feel like they were really the right partner in this journey?
Right. So it was, it's funny to say this. Every time I would ask a question and be like, is this possible? The answer was always yes. And, you think maybe I'm just talking to a salesperson. Maybe, this isn't, they're just telling me what I want to hear. But I mean, we had a demo up and running of kind of the concept of what we were trying to do within weeks.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it. So
I've heard about these projects taking months, but it sounds like you were able to get everything up and running pretty quickly.
Absolutely. I mean, it was the type of thing, we spent a couple weeks going back and forth with requirements, exchanged a few Word documents, sort of agreed to what we were trying to do. And we even, I was initially apprehensive about this. As I mentioned, we had manual Word documents. Obviously, these need to be printed and signed. Expedite was confident that they could deliver on online signature as an additional value add to the delivery, no additional cost, no additional effort, and we decided to go for it. And within that couple weeks of evaluating requirements and going through the process, it was we were able to have the entire thing delivered end to end within a month, and it worked great, simple and easy to use, exactly what we talked about, and we have online signature. It's wins all around.
It's incredible. So, yeah. Think about how things were before and now how things are in terms of ordering with Expedite Commerce. What have the benefits been for TNS?
Well, I think the biggest benefit has been simplifying the process and standardizing across the board. If I think about before, we have all these manual documents being sent globally, in every country, everyone's doing it differently. It has different language, there's different, line items. There's no kind of standards or formats, all different.
It sounds like a nightmare for you.
It was. It certainly was. And you think about now, we have one form online that everyone uses globally. The line items are all the same. The legal language is the same. It includes online signature. I have reports. I'm able to track how many orders go out, what's on those orders, how long they've been out, how long it takes to close. And then when they actually do close, we automatically kick off workflow with our service delivery team that, can then report on and provide status updates to sales in the same system. It's all, integrated together. It's saved us a lot of time and energy, and gives me a lot more insight into what's going on in the business.
Yeah, that's huge.